Princess Serathia swore to her empire that she would hate humans forever. But when her ship was attacked and she was left broken on a strange world, she discovered something she never expected, a human willing to risk everything to save her. This is the story of how hatred turned to respect, and maybe more. The empire of Xaltherian stretched across half the galaxy, its banners draped over worlds both luminous and broken. In its high court, beneath towering crystalline spires, stood Princess Serathia, the only daughter of the Xaltherian Emperor. Serathia was not like her people. While most nobles treated humans as a curiosity, a useful nuisance on the fringes of the empire, she hated them with a fiery intensity. Humans are reckless vermin, she declared before the council. They destroy their own world and spread their chaos like plague. I swear, so long as I live, no human will earn my respect. Her words drew nods from courtiers. Some smiled. Some whispered approval. But fate is cruel. And fate enjoys irony. Because not a week later, her royal transport was attacked by raiders in the void. The ship buckled under plasma fire. Guards died. Alarms screamed. And as the escape pods hatched sealed with a hiss, the princess found herself hurled alone into the dark, hurtling toward an uncharted, backwater planet. Earth. She awoke on sand, beneath a sky alien to her. Her silken robes were torn, her crown shattered, her dignity scattered like dust. Pain lanced her side, broken ribs, she thought. And then she saw him. A human. He was tall by her people's standards, though lean, his skin weathered by sunlight. His clothes were simple, patched, and stained with sweat. He knelt beside her cautiously, as if expecting her to strike. "You're alive," he murmured, relief in his voice. "Don't move too much, you're hurt." Her eyes blazed. "Do not touch me, creature. I would sooner die than accept help from your kind." The human sighed. "That's a problem then, because you're bleeding. And I'm not about to let you die on my beach, princess or not." Before she could protest further, he lifted her with surprising gentleness. Rage simmered in her throat, but her body betrayed her, too weak to resist, too broken to fight. As she faded into unconsciousness, the last thing she heard was his voice, quiet but firm. "You'll hate me later. But right now, I'm going to save you." She woke in a small cabin, rustic and alien, its walls smelling of pine and salt. A fire crackled in the hearth. Bandages wrapped her ribs. The human moved about the room, grinding herbs, boiling water, and humming softly. For days, she spat venom at him. "You'll pay for laying hands on me. You humans spread disease wherever you crawl. You think kindness can erase your species' crimes?" But he never answered with anger. He cooked meals. Changed her dressings. Sat nearby when pain woke her in the night. Once, she demanded, "Why save me? I told you I despise your kind." He shrugged. "Doesn't matter. You were hurt. That's enough." And slowly, though she would never admit it, the fire of her hatred dimmed. She began to notice things, how carefully he handled her fragile alien frame, how he looked away when her robes slipped in weakness, how he spoke of his lost family with a quiet ache in his voice. It unsettled her. Humans were supposed to be crude, selfish beasts. And yet this one was gentle. The night came when fate tested them both. The raiders who had downed her ship tracked the escape pod signal to Earth. They came in armored shuttles, armed with plasma rifles, hunting the lost princess. Serathia felt terror for the first time in years. Her broken body could not fight. But the human stood between her and the intruders. "You want her," he shouted into the night, holding only an old hunting rifle. "You'll have to go through me." The raiders laughed. They fired. The ground erupted with sparks and flame. And the human charged anyway. He fought with desperation, with fury, with something she had never seen in her empire's soldiers, love for life itself. He moved like a storm, crude weapon roaring, fist striking, blood spilling. For every wound he took, he rose again, unyielding. By the time the last raider fled, the cabin smoldered. The human collapsed beside her, blood staining his shirt, breath shallow but alive. She knelt, cradling him with trembling hands. "Why?" she whispered, her voice breaking. "Why risk everything for me, when I gave you nothing but hatred?" He smiled faintly, even through the pain. "Because you're alive. And that's reason enough." When Xaltherian rescue ships arrived days later, they found a scene their princess had never imagined: Serathia, proud heir to the Empire, kneeling beside a wounded human, shielding him with her own body. Her people rushed to take her away. But she raised her hand, commanding silence. "I swore to hate humans," she said, her voice steady, carrying across the deck. "But I was wrong." Gasps spread among her retinue. "This man saved me when I was helpless. He fought when your finest guards could not. He risked everything, expecting nothing in return. His people may be fragile. But there is strength in that fragility." Her gaze swept over them all, daring anyone to challenge her. "From this day, I will not call humans vermin. I will call them allies." And though her empire would struggle to accept it, her oath was spoken. As the human drifted into unconsciousness, she leaned close, whispering so only he could hear. "You saved my life, human. And though I may never understand your kind, you have my respect. Perhaps even, my heart." And with that, the vow of hatred that had once defined her became something new. Sometimes, the strongest empires fall not to armies, but to kindness. Sometimes, the fiercest hatred melts not by argument, but by sacrifice. And sometimes, a single act of courage is enough to rewrite the future of two worlds. The alien princess swore to hate humans. But when one saved her life, she learned the truth, that fragility can be strength, and that even the coldest heart can change. In the end, the princess who once despised humans owed her life to one. Sometimes, the greatest victories don't happen in war or politics, they happen when hearts change. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic HFY tales. Until next time, remember, humanity's strength is its heart.